We are approaching about 5 million people during the Biden administration that have come to this country illegally, been encountered, processed, and dispersed, or come in as a known or unknown godaway. Almost 5 million people. Half the states have a population less than 5 million people. That is the magnitude of the problem. As Chairman of Homeland Security, we held something like 30 hearings on this problem. We talked about the human depredations. We talked about how children being sold for $81 to create family units to exploit our asylum laws. We heard testimony of a little 3-year-old boy just left to die in a field, basically, with a phone number written on his shoe. That's what happens after they've been used. They just get abandoned. Or even worse, they get put into human or sex slavery. And we're not talking about that enough. We're not talking about the human depredations as a result of President Biden's open border policy. His open border policy is facilitating the multi-billion-dollar business model of some of the most evil people on the planet. Back in the envelope calculation last time I was at the border, figures about $18 billion we're funneling into the human traffickers, into the sex traffickers, and the drug traffickers. I was recently on a Zoom call with Tim Ballard talking about the Sound of Freedom movie that is doing well at the box office. So over $100 million so far collected. What's happening on the left is they're vilifying that movie. The media, mainstream media, is ignoring it. When the story, the tale that that movie is telling ought to be highlighted. Sex trafficking little children. Where do you think the 85,000 children that they've lost track of, what do you think they're doing? How do you think the young women pay off their $5,000 to $15,000 human trafficking fee? It's in the sex trade. It's in human trafficking. It's other forms of involuntary servitude. The American people need to be told the story by the mainstream media so that the public will put pressure on the Biden administration to stop this, to end this.